Hi guys, I'm Patty. Welcome to Barcelona! Life is not only about reaching the destination, but enjoying the journey towards it. Join us on this road trip where we discover different corners of France and Spain that we hope one day you can visit. Yeah, we are actually very near from Paris, I think.
Yeah, Reims, it's in between Luxembourg and Paris, just in the middle. Okay. And it's very famous, of course, for its wine houses in the neighborhood. It's very well renovated. They almost destroyed it during World War I, in, I believe, 1916, 1918, something like that. And they restored it completely in 2009.
We also visit the cathedral and the palace where most of the previous kings of France used to be crowned. The entrance to the Palace of Tau is just 8 euros per person, and together with the basilic and the cathedral became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. It attracts around 100,000 visitors each year. In front of the cathedral, you can enjoy an excellent meal and a delicious wine from the area for an affordable price.
It's hot today. My God. 37 degrees. Jesus, we're trying to escape the sun, the heat, because we're biking through the city with the bikes. Nice. So we came to the local city garden of the university, I believe. It's all medicinal plants in here. And thank God, Betty, that you cut my hair extra short. Takes away the heat. My God.
Yeah, it has been very dry, and I think for the university, they are now in holidays. Huh?
They are in holidays, so I think maintenance is low of the garden, and it sure could use some water.
Yeah, sure. It's a little bit dry and with a little bit of weed. But you have to come. It's shadow in here, so you can hide a little bit from the. Yeah. If it's summer.
Yeah, lots of locals come here to hide from the sun.
It's
to be in the shadow.
Let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that.
We are waiting for our guide to go inside the chateau. It's the chateau of Flaugerges. So we are going to do this tour. They have a nice garden and a palace from the original times. Tell me about the castle in the meantime.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It's not that spectacular on the outside, as you can see. They wanted to create an effect. You come onto the domain and you see these beautiful gardens, and then you see this simple house. Now, it used to be a lot smaller because it used to be a farm.
Okay.
So they extended the house, with an extra floor. Normally it had 2 floors. Now it has 3 floors. We only visited 2 first floors. And so when you look at the house from the outside, it's like, okay, I've seen plenty of those. But then once you enter and you see the nice stairway, you're like, wow. Knowing that it's probably the biggest piece in the entire house.
In the
it takes up like more than 40%.
And it doesn't have any columns. For me, that was like...
The stairs going up without any columns to support it, for those days, was spectacular. And
very difficult to do as well. In those days, with that technology, it's in stone mostly.
Must have been state-of-the-art technology back then.
Incredible.
So it's also the first house who had that technology in France.
In France.
In total France.
Oh.
So that's the beauty of it. It reminds me of the one time that we went to Germany and visit Potsdam. You can see it in another video of us.
The Orangerie from
2 years
Potsdam.
ago, we visited Potsdam in Germany. The Orangerie, all those castles were like beautifully maintained on the outside, and beautifully decorated. We have the same thing in here. Yeah, the decoration is phenomenal. Into details, everything was nice and well preserved. It's very clean as well. And the reason why we didn't visit the 3rd floor is because it's still inhabited by the owners. It's the 10th generation of the original owners that are living in this beautiful house.
We totally recommend to visit. You have to do it. The entire tour with the wine is included.
Yeah, it was only €11.50.
€11.50 per person.
For the guide, visiting the gardens, and the wine tasting.
And the wine tasting. For people who know a lot about wines,
we are
they're
no
going to
connoisseurs.
understand.
We're just amateurs, and we like
to
see
like
a beautiful
wine.
bottle, and we like to see a low price.
But we like wine.
But most of all, we
love
like
wine.
the taste, of course.
Yes.
Of course, you go.
That is very personal, I think. This is from the Amazonia from Brazil. Barcelona has been in my top list for a long time, and finally I'm here. As an architect, I'm super excited because I did study the work and life of Gaudí, which was one of the most visionary architects in his time. What I love the most about this city is how open is the people. It's not just about the art, which is an expression everywhere, in every little corner. It's as well about the Spanish culture. So I am so happy to introduce you these little highlights.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
It has like 3 entrances. So this one is the one that you have to look for, and all the beauty of the park is in here. The rest is just, of course, a natural park with a lot of walk but no building.
Yeah.
Book online, so you skip the line on the entrance.
You buy a fast pass or something, whatever. But when you're in the neighborhood, when you're in Barcelona, you have to see it. Beautiful buildings, nice architecture, nice surroundings, very green.
And it's Gaudí.
And it's Gaudí. But we had bad luck today because there's so many people.
It's just
So crowded, so...
We're in high season.
Yeah, we're in high season.
The marvelous sculptured and richly decorated facade of the Casa Batlló is irresistible and allures many of the passers-by to come and have a look inside. Once inside, you will be immersed in different forms of pleasant art that you would never expect to find here. The central well was expanded in order to supply light to the whole building, and a few extra floors were also added. To complete the project, the main apartment was completely changed and refurbished to suit the needs and comfort of its owners, the Batllós. With your personal augmented reality guide programmed in your own language, you can explore the Gaudí's universe and dive into a moving story. And for apotheosis, they will treat you with a 10-day experience on a sensory expedition into the unmatchable exotic mind of the genius Antoni Gaudí.
The Holy Family, or La Sagrada Familia, is one of Barcelona's most famous icons. It can be seen from any high point of the city with its tall and dilapidated towers. Originally, it was architect Francisco de Paula del Villar who started this challenging project. But after a year of work and not much progress, the work was handed over to a dreamy young architect named Antoni Gaudí, who would dedicate his life to the construction of this piece of art. It was Gaudí who changed the original neo-Gothic design to one based on the geometric forms found in nature, and he will use visual symbolism to express the many mysteries of the Christian faith. The construction on the cathedral started in 1882, nearly 150 years ago, and was never completed. However, according to The Verge magazine, it will be finished by architect Jody Fowley and his team in 2026. Thousands of visitors are attracted by its beauty, and the funds from the tickets are used to finish the construction. This work ended up being a reminder of 200 years of architectural history, where each successor tries to respect and maintain the original idea of the Master Gaudí. And if you ask me, it is one of the most beautiful buildings I have ever visited in my life.
Montserrat is a multi-peaked mountain range near Barcelona and is well known as the site of the Benedictine Abbey Santa Maria de Montserrat, which hosts the Virgin of Montserrat Sanctuary. Montserrat means mountain in Catalan, and the area was designated as a national park in 1987 and can be reached by road, cable car or the Montserrat Rec Railway. It was founded in the 11th century and rebuilt between the 19th and the 20th century, and still functions to this day with over 70 monks. It is Catalonia's most important religious retreat and houses the most favorite saint, the Virgin of Montserrat, who is visited by almost all young people from Barcelona at least once in their lives. Once you enter, you immediately feel a glow of religion pouring over you. For the first time, I see an abbey that looks different to what I'm used to. What immediately strikes me and also makes it so unique is its dark character. With the abundance of art and its high-quality finish, it's overwhelming. Rarely have I gotten the feeling that left such an impression on me. I therefore recommend that you visit this monastery when you are near Barcelona, because it's one of the most beautiful excursions you can make. At the head is the main altar, decorated with beautiful artifacts and depicted with various biblical scenes. And around its central core there are several chapels, each telling you its own story with many different paintings and sculptures.
We are at the top of the youngest volcano from a chain of volcanoes in the middle of France. In our way back home, after watching all kind of beautiful architecture, we went to the beach, we did a lot of things, we have a lot of fun. So we decided to rest a little bit on nature and enjoy the parapounters that are jumping from here. And I will say goodbye. Sadly, this video is until here, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed to do it. And if you find this video nice, you can subscribe to our channel and activate the bell so every time we post a video, you will know. I see you in the next one. Mwah.